How's it going, everybody? It's Drew Peoples Collectibles, back here again. We got an exciting one. It is Blackbolt and White Flare, the new sets, however you want to call it. I haven't checked spoilers for any new Pokemon recently because I know when the set gets released, I'm not going to be able to fucking find it anyway. So it's like, yeah, what's the point, man? But yeah, I was actually able to grab these. It was one of the bigger sellers on eBay. It is the 14th right now, so the Monday before the official release, which is Friday. I'm actually kind of surprised that they sent this out early. But that thing does kind of typically happen, for sure, like Walmart and Target. MJ Holdings will typically stock there on like the Wednesday or Thursday before release because those employees, sometimes just don't give a shit. But anyway, point being, I'm glad that these are here. I don't know what the chase cards are. I mean, obviously, like the SIR versions of these guys. Currently, the Blackbolt, I think, is sitting 110 to 120 for an ETB. White Flare over here, 90 to 100. I was able to get these for just under 200 after tax. So, not bad, but I mean, still thinking about, ETBs, a year ago, where what was MSRP? $50, and they were, get sold in most places for like 40. I can't even remember at this point, man. Or maybe it was 40 or 40. Who knows? But it's crazy to think. It's like, yeah, I got the 2 ETBs of a new set for under $200 after tax. Oh my God, I'm such a fucking winner. Woo. It's a weird world we live in, man. But the one thing that I do know, as I said, is that Blackbolt is the set that people are a bit more excited about, and obviously Zekrom is more popular than Chicken Boy over here. So yeah, we're gonna start with Chicken Boy and see what's good, man. See what is good. Hopefully I am not coming down with a summer cold, but the verdict is yet to be seen. All right, let's check out our promo card. First and foremost, Tornadus. And I do wonder if it is the same promo for both sets. Who's the other? It's probably Landorus. That makes sense, and it's probably looking this way. But yeah, I am curious what kind of stuff is also going to be common between the two sets. I think it's probably going to be like the TCG Pocket sets. Like, gosh, why can't I think of the name? The one with the Diamond and Pearl guys. I can't even think of Dialga and Palkia. Space-Time Continuum. Wait, Space-Time Cooldown? Which that was the same set name, but then, the Palkia packs and the Dialga packs had different shit. Chase cards all, basically being different, but some similarities with the commons, uncommons, and rares. So I'm guessing that's probably the same with this. Don't actually know. So we're going to find out together, friends. Got our sleeves, got our energies. But we came here for the meat and the taters. Yeah, what am I doing? I mean, I might as well open up the Blackbolt box as well. So we'll go through the White Flare packs first, but I mean, does this make more sense, or am I like overanalyzing? I'm definitely overanalyzing it, but that's what I do, man. I overanalyze shit, okay? Come on. All right, so was correct. Wow, what a fucking genius I am. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's Thundurus and not Landorus. Get fucked me. I clearly haven't played Black and White in a while. Black and White 2, one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. Legends game seems cool. I mean, I'm not spending $500 on a fucking Switch. I don't have like a PlayStation, so I'm like, well, damn, man, if I'm going to spend $500 on a system, like, I mean, I have a PC. It's not the best for gaming, but again, at that price point, like, why wouldn't I just get a PS5 or even a Steam Deck? As far as portable gaming goes, doesn't really make much sense to me, but whatever. Different boats for strokes and folks. There's our packs. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So they're going to go over there for right now. We're going to clear up some space, and then we're going to get right into it. And of course, we do have the player's guides there, so I can always look through, and depending on how motivated I feel at the end, we might even look through it real quick just to see what's up. But I also, like ramble. And if this video gets, too long for, I mean, what was the thing the other day? I opened like 3 Innistrad packs, the Innistrad Remastered, the Innistrad double feature. And after I finished recording, I was like, holy shit, man, this video is over 15 minutes for 3 packs. And obviously I didn't even start cracking them for a few minutes. What are right now we're already at 5 minutes and I'm just opening my first pack now. So yeah, sorry. I've been a little bit of a chatty Cathy the past few days. It is what it is. All right, pack 1. Okay, I got really excited there for a second because I was like, oh, fuck yeah, we got a Master Ball. But that is not a Master Ball, though I will say the Pokeball hollowing does look slightly different, having like that extra little layer on the top there. I don't know if that was like a different variant that you could pull from the Prismatic Evolutions packs, because I think there were more than just the Master Ball and just the regular Pokeball. Again, not 100% sure, but I know that is at least, that looks different from the few that I pulled from Prismatic Evolutions. So most curious. Now, is this actually worth anything as a rock and roller? Probably fucking not, but it's at least a cool first little beginning, and we got a, nice little reverse hollow fossil and an EX guy. Keldeo EX, what does he do? 210, Gale Thrust for a blue and a colorless. It's 30 plus attack. If this Pokemon moved from your bench to the active spot this turn, it does 90 more damage, so 120 for 2 on a basic, not terrible. Sonic Edge for 3, double colorless, and a water. I was about to say a blue because, this is magic. This attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. One of those kinds of moves. All right, cool. This stuff's going to get out of here now, too. Put that aside. We don't need you there. Promos can hang out up there. We got our code cards for all 5 people that still play the proper TCG online client, which, man, when the Pocket came out, like I refused to budge for at least a month or 2. I don't know. When I finally did get on, Mythical Island came out 2 weeks after. So whatever timeline, lines up with that. But anyway, I refused to hold out. I was like, the other TCG client on there is like the physical card game, and at that time I was still trying to play the physical card game, which I kind of backed out once it was hard to find cards. It's like, well, shit, now it's going to be hard to find singles, and the deck that I had was basically rotating out, so blah 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 blah. Anyway, remember that thing I said about I'm just going to ramble too much and then it's going to take too fucking long? Yeah, I'm going to shut the fuck up. I got excited. Now, does that Halloween look different than... Okay, we're going to put them aside. The borders on that look different. Oh, energy definitely looks different. I mean, obviously the water did too. Okay, so, and that's one thing I can appreciate about the Pokemon Company with these sets. We're still in the Scarlet Violet era, but I can already see a more distinct, different feel with, just some of these little nuanced choices. And that is definitely one thing that attracts me to these cards. All right, so for sure I've seen quite a few duplicates, which I kind of assumed, having 2 sets released side by side. Let's see, what is the total? Yeah, 86. Shrouded Fable, which was, mini set, was 64, I believe. So not really much more than that one. Energy Retrieval, a little reprint there. All right, Reverse Hollow, and Rare. All right, and those borders definitely do... Oh, there we go, first foil. That's what I was also interested in seeing. Cool, yeah, we'll sleeve you up, Mr. Basic Energy. And yeah, we'll see. I might pull out a hollow from different set, both regular, rare, and energy. Just kind of do a side-by-side comparison little thing. Again, it's just little things like that I like to pick up on and be like, okay, I'm understanding the flavor of this a bit more. Mashka. All right, reverse hollow. Okay, we got our first IR, at least, with Vanillite. Probably worth a whopping $5 if we're lucky. All right, at least we got a double rare Reshiram behind him as well. I'm gonna put that down for just a second. And I'm gonna put this in the top loader to trigger people real quick by putting it in the honest way possible. There you go, buddy. You're safe. How are we looking? Beautiful. Is it beautiful? I don't know. I think it's beautiful. It's fine. Reshiram EX, what do you do, my friend? Let's see. Basic, 230 HP, fire dude. He slashes for 50, 2 colorless. Pretty basic, straightforward, right? Blazing burst for 2 fire, 2 foot. Oh, it is. Wait, no, it is fire. Yes, I was like, I'm doing magic and no red would be magic. Yes, 2 fire and a colorless for blazing burst, 130 plus. This attack does 50 more damage for each pry card your opponent has taken. Discard an energy from this Pokemon. All right, so not too far off from Charizard EX. Wait, what am I talking? That's entirely far. What the hell am I talking about? Charizard EX was only 2 energy, and that's 3, and you have to discard an energy. And I think he started at 180, right? Plus an extra 30, where this is 130 plus 50. I mean, still obviously comparable. Is it going to be competitively viable? I mean, I don't know the meta, but that doesn't seem too crazy. Who knows? Ignition energy. What do you do? 3 colorless. This card is attached to one of your Pokemon. Discard at the end of the turn. Attached to a Pokemon. Okay, so the gimmick is it counts as 3 colorless if it's an evolution Pokemon, and you have to discard it at the end of the turn. Seems like quite a few hoops for. I mean, obviously you can power out one, good, really good, colorless attack in a single turn, but. I don't know. We'll see. We got Yamask and Archeops for the bulk rare. All right. Basculin. All right. Litwick for our second IR here. I actually really like that. Get a nice little close-up view. In a second, let's throw a little bulk rare over yonder. And yeah, let's see what's up with Mr. Licking the Wick. Stop, bro! I told you to stop licking that wick. I'll do what I want. I know you do what you want, Bubba, but you gotta stop. It's you can't lick wicks and good company, man. All right, Brighten and Burn. Look at the top part of your deck and you can discard. All right, terrible attack, but dude, I really like that. I quite like you. Hello, I am Mr. Litwick. Okay, we're putting you over there. Don't like you that much, guy. 3 packs left of the White Flare. And if we get a big hit, then Ric Flair said that he'll come to my birthday party. And I told him it was at Chuck E. Cheese, and he said he's not allowed there anymore. Sorry. So we're doing it at Celebration Station instead. I got too fucking excited. It is not yet again, not a Master Ball. And I think I may be right that the variant is just different on these. Fuck. That is fucking beautiful, bro. You know, I kind of knew between these two sets here, I was like, because I'm not really that excited for White Flare, that I might get some really crazy, spicy, awesome fucking hit. And, dude, Hydreigon was my fucking favorite in those games, man. Oh my God, I loved Hydreigon. Now, obviously, he, fell down a bit by Gen 6 with the introduction of fairy types. It caused him to have a double weakness with, Dark and Dragon both being weak to fairy. So that was kind of disappointing, but he was just so fucking cool, man. I do hate that. Wasn't he like level 65 to go from the names there? It was like Zweilous. I'm like, how would I find out what evolves into him? Oh, yeah, I could read the fucking card. Jesus. But anyway. I think it was like level 65, which normally the pseudo legendaries are like 55. With that's the way Dragonite was. Set the gold standard, and I know there were a few that were 60. I want to say maybe even Metagross was 50. Garchomp was 45. Is all this adding up, or am I just like talking random bullshit? I don't fucking know, man. Anyway, goddamn, this might be the first SIR that I've pulled Temporal Force isn't on, because the pull rates became a lot more difficult, and when Temporal Forces came out, I was still buying more so sets prior to that, just because they were on clearance, and I was really more into Paldean Fates and like 151 Ground Zenith. So just crack nowhere near the amount of packs with Temporal Forces or Twilight Masquerade or Stellar Crown and Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions. Good fucking. Oh, you know what? I did get an SIR because I was like, wait a second, I did get 2 boxes of Surging Sparks, which I got an SIR Clements Quick Wit, which fucking sucked. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, what does this thing even do? 330 health. If your opponent's basic Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack used by this Pokemon, take 1 more prize card. And for 3 dark, 2 colorless, Dark Bite, 200. During your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. Okay. So it took me a second. I was like, wait, that attack sucks. And then I already totally forgot what his ability did. Like, take 1 extra prize card if your opponent's basic Pokemon is knocked out. But yeah, I mean so the ability's super powerful. And then also I just misread the attack. I was like, well, it kind of sucks. It's 200 for 5, and then he can't attack the next turn. Wait, that is not what it says, dude. It says it can't retreat. The defending Pokemon can't retreat next turn. Okay. We're going to put you down over here before I do something terrible to you, because I'm like too dumb right now. Too dumb for my own good. All right. That was amazing. Okay. We got another Pokeball, and it looks like another illustration rare. Galvantula. And Ultra. Okay. Okay. Damn, dude. And I was just thinking earlier, I'm like, man, I have been getting fucking hosed on Pokemon lately. And, I was also thinking about it. And, really at the end of the day, the reason I've been getting hosed lately is because I just don't buy as many packs as I was when it was actually affordable. When I could buy 3 times the amount of packs for the exact same price. It makes a massive difference, right? So yeah, I'm not cracking as many. So it was like, yeah, naturally, that is a big reason why I'm not getting, crazy good hits. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. The cookie crumbles in these ways. I still can't believe that I pulled that freaking Hydreigon, man. Like, that just, like, honestly, nothing else, like, in this video matters to me right now, because that was, like, the one, you know, thing that I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. So cool. And I didn't, totally forgot about this guy over here. Yeah, that blows my mind. Like, the 3 illustration rares as well. Like, obviously, just the Hydreigon alone, I would obviously be more than satisfied pulling from an ETB, but then also getting all these extra little things definitely sweeten the deal even further. So happy about that as well. Good vibes, good vibes. Discharging, good vibes. We still have one more pack. Can we get even Mo? Oh. I was like, dude, I know, didn't I just pull like another one of these Pokeball holo cards? 3 total in those, right? But again, I don't think those are worth anything unless they're the Master Ball, or if it's like a guy that people really like. If your favorite Pokemon is Heatmore, Roggenrola, or Watchog, hit me up. I gotcha. All right, last pack. We got a Tepig. We got, I gotta pull the pack back up, because obviously I just missed, where's the other freaking holo? Is there not one? Wait, did I like drop a card? Am I done? Wait, don't answer that question. Don't answer that question. I know what the answer is. Oh, there it is. Trubbish. There it is. All right. Trubbish, Tepig, Summer and Holo Fighting Energy. Cool, cool. We did it. Woo, we saved the city. All right, so quick recap. We got that. Cool. Gavantula. Cool. Litwick. Cool. And Vanillite. Also pretty cool. Ultra rare, couple double rares. The Pokeball holos, which I, again, don't think matter. You know, Master Ball or bust, essentially. All right, so we're going to put this stuff off to the side. We'll keep the rares and all that stuff there. I just get the bulk commons out of the way. It's Blackbolt time. All right. I mean, happy we started with White Flare, because now, you know, the only way is up. And we're still under half an hour, so this is not going to be over an hour long if I have anything to do with it. Unless I pull the SIR Zekrom, and then I'll just moan for like half an hour. I won't edit it out. I refuse. You will listen to my sweet, sweet moans. Okay, what do we got? We got Bisharp. We got Tranquil for our first Blackbolt illustration rare. Very nice. And we got Cobalion, my favorite of the legendary trio, whatever the hell they're called. Steel and fighting, can't go wrong. Okay. So we're keeping the IR count high. And I do believe the pull rate with those is 1 in 12, I want to say, right? So we have, what, 9 packs? Is that what they have in ETBs? We're about to find out. We've opened 1. We have 8 left. 8 plus 1 equals 9. Ah, brilliant. Brilliant, I say, Watson. All right, time to tighten it up. All right, ends plan. Another Pokeball holo. At least this time it's a trainer card, so that's kind of cool. What do you do, buddy? Move up to 2 energy from your benched Pokemon to your active Pokemon. All right, I get down with it. Oh, we got an IR behind him too. It's Crustle. All right, so back-to-back IRs and a little Pokeball holo. I can get down with that, friends. Yes, I can. There's our bulk rare hollow. We got an energy. Don't like that top loader, so we'll take that one. We'll take that one. All right. So IR count, we're up to 5. Why can't I find it? There we go, yeah. And Crust, we're going to see what's up with you. I'm kind of actually interested by what you do as a card, my man. 150 for a stage 1 Pokemon. His ability Sturdy. If this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it's not knocked out, and its remaining HP becomes 10, just like in the video games. And then fighting 2 colorless, Stone Edge, 80 plus, flip a coin, heads, you do 60 more damage. Not anything crazy. I don't know, just I would like to play that with that artwork just for fun. I mean, obviously, I would need at least one more to make that deck even work. But of course, the deck wouldn't really even be working because that's not like a card that you write home to Ma about. Unless your mom's in a mental war, then it's okay. All right, energy coin. We got Crocodile. Do we miss reverse hollow now? Oh, what do we got? Another IR for real? Padove. And a Victini. I mean, none of the IRs so far for this set have been like Pokemon that I like, fucking love or anything. But 3 back-to-back illustration rares. Not bad, kid. Not bad. I got a Prismatic Evolutions ETB finally, and I didn't pull a single fucking illustration rare in that entire goddamn box. Pissed me off so much. It's like, I finally got it. It's like, dude, or maybe I did and it just wasn't an EV card. I don't know, but I don't think I pulled like a single illustration rare. But yeah, there we go. So we have Tranquil and Padove. Evolutionary line there. A little disappointing that it doesn't seem like these pictures connect in any way, kind of like with the Ralts evolutionary line from SV base. That would be kind of cool and would actually make these, more sought after cards, but as it stands, I don't think anyone's paying top dollar for an illustration rare, Padove, Tranquil, or Crustle. But as I've said before, and I'll continue to say, always down for the illustration rares. Regardless of the Pokemon or the art or anything, they're always chase. I like them. Oop. Did I mess that up? All right, no, I think we're fine. Will-O-Wisp. Okay, what do we got? We got Beartic. All right, we broke our streak. Go cry. Landorus. See, did I mess the backs? All right. I did it. I mean, it doesn't matter anyway, because we didn't get anything there, but just making sure. Keeping myself in check, friends. All right, we got another poke. Where are those Master Balls? Where are they? I guess they're so rare and sought after, whereas the Pokeball ones not so much. Because there's plenty of Pokeball ones, I'll tell you that. You got plenty of thems. Servine, our first double rare from Blackbolt here. We got Meleota EX, 200 HP Psychic Pokemon. Debut performance is its ability. If you go first, this Pokemon can attack during your first turn. That's an interesting ability. Its attack being 1 Psychic for Echoed Voice, 30 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon's Echoed Voice attack does 80 more damage. All right, so obviously the gimmick here with this card is that it's not very strong. 200 HP is definitely on the weaker side. There's things like Squawkabilly that's like 160, but you're not really attacking with that card anyway. It's more just its ability and also a first turn kind of thing. But yeah, so the gimmick being that on your first turn, you can play this, immediately do 30, and then do 110. So 140 between 2 turns. In most other basic Pokemon, not EXs, that will knock them out. Or if they're weak to Psychic, I guess depending on the meta, this could be. I just realized I sleeved this card. Why the hell did I sleeve just a random double rare that's not even good? Fucking did I? I was like, wait, did I forget to sleeve the end? Dude, I swear, I'm normally not this deranged. I just got back from holiday recently. Been busy with work, and I think I might have caught a little something. Nothing crazy. Just know some. So just trying to focus well enough that I don't damage anything in case we get any other good pool. That would be most unfortunate, especially after now figuring out the deal with PSA through GameStop. Pretty solid stuff, man. Prism Energy. What is this? As long as this is attached to a Pokemon, it provides colorless. If this is attached to a basic Pokemon, this card provides every type of energy, but provides only one energy at a time. Damn. I mean, that's pretty fucking good, man. Obviously, the limitation there only limited to basic Pokemon, but there's plenty, with all the terraform stuff that, you got all these guys that require 3 different energies. And there's plenty of good basic ones that are like that. So that's cool to add to the pile there, make that more consistent. We've got Energy Coin for our reverse holo item, Landorus, reverse holo rare, and another EX, Superior EX, one of my favorite starters of all time. Love this dude. Coil's such a fucking sweet ability, man. You get your attack, defense, and accuracy up all in one move. And what's the attack that I like to use? Because there's one that he has that's like 95% accuracy, so it's like perfect. It's like it guarantees basically it to now hit and do a little more damage. But anyway, 320 HP for a stage 2 EX Pokemon. He's got Regal Cheer as his ability. It does attacks used by your Pokemon do 20 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So he can even be halfway decent on the bench, given that extra 20 damage can sometimes be nice, especially if they're weak to grass. It's really nice. And his attack is Command the Grass for a grass and 3 colorless, 150 damage. You may search your deck for up to 3 cards and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So, hear me out. 1 minute. There, Ignition Energy. Okay, so yeah, if this is attached to an evolution Pokemon, it provides 3 colorless instead. That's the card that was made for. Because right there, by turn 2 if you went second, or turn 3 if you went first. I just had to do the math for a second. I was like, wait a second, does that make any fucking sense? Oh wait, no. Turn 2. For a second, I was like thinking I've been playing obviously TCG Pocket and haven't been playing actual Pokemon cards like in person. So I was like, no, because when you go first, you can't attach an energy to your Pokemon. But no, that is just TCG Pocket. You don't get an energy from the energy zone. But in actual Pokemon, yeah, you can attach an energy. So regardless if you go first or second, by turn 2, you can rare candy your not Snivy. You can rare candy your Snivy into a Superior, give him the Ignition Energy, do 150 damage, and search for your other 3 Ignition Energies so that then you can keep doing that and pulling 3 other cards from your deck. That's fucking insane, man. Is this like a thing people like were theory crafting like when spoilers came out? I mean, again, like I don't keep up with spoilers now, and obviously people are on average more interested in the collecting aspect, even though like I was playing a little bit. It was the collecting that I was more interested in anyway. So even a lot of the player base, care more about that, I would say. Words. That got me excited. But like, I'm not alone, right? Like that. Everyone else sees this. Now, what is that, a 4-card combo? You need the Stindy, Superior. I'm not going to count the Grass Energy. Well, I guess technically I have to count the Grass Energy. No, we're not going to count the Grass. We'll count the Special Energy, obviously, and Rare Candy. So I don't know if like a 4-card combo, how consistent that would be. don't know. I mean, there's still stuff. Pidgeot's still legal standard, I think. Obsidian Flames hasn't rotated out yet. I mean, there's ways to search for cards in your deck. So, I mean, if you can consistently, play Superior turn 2 or 3 and be able to use that attack by turn 2 or 3. And the extra 20 damage too. Yeah, so that's 170 damage and tutoring 3 cards out of your deck and putting them in your hand. That seems crazy. Because again, the downside with Ignition Energy being that it gets discarded and has to be an evolution. But if literally it's fueling an attack to then pull out the other copies of this out of your deck, that's crazy, man. And there's counterplay too. I mean, your opponent, you can search those 3, and then your opponent plays Iona, and then you have a stage 2 guy that needs 3 more energy to use his attack again. What's his retreat cost? 2. That's not too bad. So it wouldn't be too difficult to then retreat him on the bench, and then at least he's providing that extra 20 damage to your guy in the active spot. I don't know. That seems good to me. But as I pre-warned, I am biased because I just love Superior. One of my favorites, obviously, Decidueye and Rowlet. They are my favorite starter. And Bulbasaur is number 2, but Snivvy's number 3. And while I was talking, we got another illustration rare, friends. Yay! That's 4. So we haven't gotten a crazy SIR like we did in White Flare there with the Hydreigon, but we did get 4 illustration rares, and 3 of those were the first 3 pack. That was cool, even though none of those I was excited about Pokemon-wise, really art-wise. Audino, not a Pokemon I really like, but I do love this artwork. And who's that guy's name? Yeah, Saka Ito? Probably butchering it, I'm sorry, sir. But if you've been into the game for long enough, very distinct style. He's been around since at least the gold and silver era, because I've got a picture of Phanpy in this kind of style in my head right now from one of those Neo sets. Maybe Neo Revelations. Maybe I'm talking out my ass. Maybe I'm always talking out my ass. Maybe I'll just shut the fuck up and finish cracking these last 2 packs. All this and more at 11. Pansage. All right, we got the Servine. We got Panpour, and it was just regular. For a second, I was like, "Oh, is it an SIR?" Maybe it was the glare from the metal energy that was putting my brain into overdrive and thinking there were things there that were not actually there. All right, last pack. No matter what, so fucking stoked and happy, man. When it works, it works. When it doesn't, it sucks. But you got to remember, hey, things don't always work out, and those who quit and give up, ultimately lose. But you also have to know your limits. Don't be a Timmy and spend money you don't have on shit, thinking that, oh yeah, no, it'll probably work out and I'll hit something big. No, you're not, man. Don't spend shit you don't have, man. Play it smart. Play it smart. And enjoy yourself, most importantly. We got Larvesta for our Pokeball rare. And just a reverse holo, and I think just a bulk rare behind him, I'm going to say. Another Victini. We're doing Victini count. We got one, also pay attention, it is also an 86 card set there. Yeah, Victini. And also just making sure there wasn't Victini from the other set. Not mixing that up. Okay, it is just the Blackbolt. But yeah, literally 3 of them bad boys right there. 2 back-to-back. What does it even do? V-Force. If you have 4 or fewer bench Pokemon, this attack does nothing. All right. That is interesting design, I'll say. So an 80, health basic Pokemon, not an EX or anything, that can do 120 damage for 2 with the limitation of you have to have a nearly full bench in order for it to even go through. So, analysis, discussion. Good stuff. Like I said, I mean, 4 illustration rares and a single ETB is nothing to scoff at, even if there's not. The Tranquil, I will say, okay, I actually do like that artwork. I immediately just saw Tranquil and stopped paying attention. But, okay, I do like that artwork too. And see, and this is why I say we always accept illustration rares here at People's Collectibles, because now I'm looking through these again and I'm like, no, actually, I like all of those. So, NVM. I mean, but I love you best, Daddy. I love you best, Daddy. Hydreigon, yes, I do. Galvantula. Litwit. You know, I love this Hydreigon. That is so fucking cool. But he's so cute. He's cute too. It's awesome. It's a good time, man. Remember, have fun out there. Enjoy the game. Don't treat other people like shit. You know, sharing is caring and all that. And a bag of chips. Yeah, okay. It's Drew Peoples Collectibles. Until next time, friends, have a good one.